Hey everyone, my name is Matthew Dale, and Firmware 19.05 recently released for the Axe-FX 3, and with it came a new feature. So today I'm going to take you through a couple of ways you might want to implement scene ignore for yourself. Now, when I first read the release notes for this new firmware and saw that scene ignore was going to be implemented, the first thing I thought of was the pitch block. I play in a Blink-182 tribute show, and we have Adam's song right before All the Small Things, just like off of the album. But that's our only song that's going to be in a different tuning from the rest of our set. And I'm kind of a lazy guitar player, and I don't want to bring an entirely different guitar just to keep it down a whole step and then go into the next song from there and then switch later. So in my preset for the show, I use the virtual capo on the pitch block, tuned down a whole step. But the thing that I was doing before that was assigning the bypass button to a control switch and then going in and changing the control switch per scene to accommodate that pitch block staying on through my scene changes for a clean tone and a dirty tone that I need in Adam's song. But the scene ignore makes that a whole heck of a lot easier. So if I pop this on, I've got the scene ignore selected right down by the bypass, and now I've got my down a whole step sound. But then I can also change scenes. And that will stay like that throughout my entire preset. So what if you do bring multiple guitars to a gig and you're flip-flopping quite a bit? Say something with humbuckers like my 594 here, and something with single coils. So here's my Fender sound with a guitar with humbuckers. And I have that amp dialed in for that sound. So I'm boosting the treble a little bit more, and I'm rolling the bass off to make the humbucker sound, nice and snappy and lively. All right, so now I have my Collings 290 here, which has Lawler gold foil single coil pickups in it. And I've used the parametric EQ block to boost a little bit of the low mid, take out a little bit of the high mid, and bring the level up 1 dB just to compensate for any potential lower signal swapping between the two guitars. So because I set this patch up already with humbuckers, it can make these single coils sound just a little bit wheedly. Now if I engage the EQ, that might be a little bit closer to what I want my single coils to sound like without changing the amp settings or other settings vital to my core tone that I established, and saving that to other channels or other scenes. Or I guess what you could do is save everything onto another preset and then make the alterations for single coils there. But why do that when we have the convenient feature of, again, scene ignore? So now this can be my go-to switch at the gig, where if I'm picking up this guitar, I can hop on that parametric EQ and make things a little bit more consistent overall. Now, another potential issue that I've had running multiple rigs within one preset has been if I need a solo boost with each particular amplifier. So if I'm playing a clean sound and I need a little bit of a level boost there to play a solo, I want a clean solo boost, I want a crunch solo boost, and then I want a drive solo boost. And what I did before on my controllers is I just had a switch for the filter bypass, but watch what happens if I'm on the Fender and then I get my solo boost called up. I'm just using a null filter on the filter block, boosted it up 3 dB. So I got a little bit of a level boost to bring me up and out of the mix. But then if I go over to the Vox, of course, the solo boost goes away, which is probably what I want. But when I go back to the Fender, that filter block is still there, and then I need to tap again somewhere on my controller to turn that off. And if you're moving around from song to song, chances are you might forget that that filter block is on when you're changing between scenes. So now with Scene Ignore, if I pop this on, and I'm playing my clean stuff, I pop the filter on, got my solo boost. It's a bit more of a tactile experience, like having an amp and a pedal board, turning your boost off, and then going to whatever sound you might need following that. So with this being such a new feature, I'm sure that a ton of you out there using the Fractal stuff are going to come up with some great ways to utilize this new feature. Here's a couple that I thought of to get the juices flowing, and let me know if you have some other ones that you thought of in the comments below. If you like stuff like this, hit those buttons. My name is Matthew Dale, and I will see you all on the next one. See ya.